Yeah, welcome to the Match Solitaire Saturday Challenge Live, where we play the Match Solitaire Saturday puzzles, which are the hardest puzzles of the week. You're welcome to play along with us. If you want to compete, see if you can beat one of us, or if you need a little help, you can watch how we solve it. So far, we haven't been stumped yet. So, hi, I'm David. I made this game. And with me is...
I'm Allison. I'm the voice of Fiona, and I write the trivia.
And our special guest, well, not so special anymore,
What?
just friend of
You
the
said I
show,
wasn't special
regular, yes, not special anymore, sorry, not special.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm still very sore from shoveling a lot of snow on Thursday.
Whoa, that's a lot of work. How much snow did you get?
About a foot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of snow. We got quite a bit of snow here too. Well, I don't know if we got a foot.
No, we didn't get a foot, but...
I think, 14 inches fell, but only 6 inches stuck,
Probably.
something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it was, we walked last night and, it's fine except for the transition from the curb to the road. The gutters never work properly, and it's just a big lake.
Yeah.
And then,
every corner.
the plows always go by. I assume you get... I think the same thing happens for you. The plows go by and they push it all up in those big piles right by the curb that you have to step over, and it's very awkward. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't. All I have is my sneakers, and
We're getting you don't really have snow boots, but we're getting your boots.
Yeah,
today.
I got to get my winter clothes today. That's
okay.
We're off on an adventure to get my winter gear.
Good plan.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I usually don't drink my coffee during the stream, but this one has eggnog in it, so I couldn't resist. Yeah. All right, so catch you up real quick.
Do you need to change the screen?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Get rid of that. Even though I worked so hard on it this morning, that's why
it's
the
beautiful.
stream started late.
It is beautiful.
Special Christmas edition.
Yeah, check out that Christmas tree of
all
made
the
of
sparkles.
stars. Yeah, it sparkles everywhere. Everybody's popping out and peeking around corners and bye. So let's see. I have a couple of announcements. First of all, a new feature. If you're not in the Discord, you may not have seen that there's a new feature where you can invite a friend. Invite a friend, and both of you get 100 coins. So just a little insider tip. You can invite someone who's already in the game and you'll still get your coins. So, so one of the things I suggested was that maybe help out your teammates, invite someone on your team who's already playing in the Discord, and spend some of those coins to boost your team score this week. Just a thought. Yeah, it's a hugely popular feature. I checked this morning to see how many people had sent invites since the feature was released yesterday, and that was a big fat 0. So, so there's 2 weeks. I never know what's going to happen. So it's 2 weeks of labor and not a single invitation accepted. So who knows though? It's only one day in, so maybe.
And so how do you even do it?
So if you go to your, I'll show you. I'll do a little demo. So if you tap, I'm going to tap on my coins on the top left-hand corner, and then I get this invite a friend button here. And if I tap that, it tells you all the good information, and then you just send it. It just creates a link that you can send to anyone. Once you send the link, then on the other end, the person clicks on the link, and if they have the game installed already, it just happens right away. The link goes right to the game, and everybody gets their coins. But if they haven't installed, it goes to a download page where you click a link, install, and then once you start the game, that's when coins get dispersed. So,
oh,
yeah. So pretty straightforward, I think, I hope.
Yes, I have tested it with David many times, and I think it works pretty well. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, even
the
tested
only thing
it
is, I wonder if the location is a little bit, or not intuitive.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe if you put it as a button on the title page.
Yeah, I might actually do that. I'm out of space on the title page.
Or title page. I don't know, the community settings credits page. You know
what I mean? Yeah.
Like at the bottom, invite or something, and just make a fourth button there. I feel like that might be more
discoverable.
Yeah,
you're probably right. I think I might put it both places, because the reason for putting it in the store was so people who are looking for a way to get coins and hitting that plus button see that option at least. But you're right, I should probably duplicate it in both places. So
that's a good idea.
My goal, like I said, I think I said it for the last couple weeks now, is to have this game V1 a feature complete done by Christmas. So I don't have too much time left, but and I'm working on one last feature I'm trying to squeeze in. Probably another feature that will go unused, but oh well. This one is allowing you to send coins to a friend. So it'll work similarly. You creates a link that you can send to anyone, and they can click on it to collect your coins. So
I will use that.
You will use it. I know. You're the one who asked for it. So
Allison, I will send you some coins.
Hey.
If you want them.
No, I don't. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
She doesn't want any help. But
yeah, David was trying to trick me into posting my link somewhere to get referrals.
Yeah, I was like, why not just post your link in the Discord and then...
But I'm not doing it.
Nope, she's not doing it. She wants to do it on her own.
I'm stubborn.
All right. Oh, I see you're both on Loodles. And, Caitlin, you unlocked...
the cutest animation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and it has a sound effect now too, right? It doesn't have music yet.
Oh.
But it does have a sound effect as of the latest update.
Okay, maybe I don't have the latest update because it didn't have a sound effect when I unlocked it this morning.
Oh, really?
Let me see if mine does.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So if you press the plus button on yours, do you have the invite a friend option? That's how we can tell you have the latest version. No, you don't. Nope. Okay, so you're not up.
My bad.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Well, welcome to the special Christmas edition. I haven't even mentioned.
Yeah, it's just it's Christmas time.
It's the Christmas edition, and what makes it Christmassy? It's the Christmas fun facts that are coming up right after the games. Allison and Caitlin, I'm sure, have promised us some really fun Christmas facts, and their facts usually are really fun. I can only think of one exception.
Well, sometimes they're about death.
Yes.
Those aren't so fun.
Yes.
Sorry.
Or I won't even mention it.
No, it's
It
not.
apparently grossed out one listener who complained. Okay. Moving on. This week, I have the dishonor of doing the countdown because I lost.
Oh yeah.
Last week.
I was thinking I lost, but that's right. I barely edged you out.
Yeah, I was the first one to the third puzzle, and then I just sat there until the very end. And yeah, I was finishing up just when you finished.
Yeah.
But I didn't quite
forgot
make
about
it.
that.
So.
All right.
Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Very funny.
I haven't heard anything about the difficulty again today.
Yeah, me neither.
So far it's looking pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Although
I'd say that, but
I just
after last week, that one that was so weird and misleading.
Done.
Oh my gosh. Did you all end on the 6s too?
Yes.
I didn't even pay attention. I was so excited to be done.
Wow, what a cacophony here. We usually don't all finish at the same time.
No, that's very rare.
Uh-oh. By the way, I almost changed the sound. What?
Whoa.
No!
Rocket!
No! I'm too slow. I had these sound effects changed to some new ones that the new sound effects guy did, but I put them back.
Magnifique.
I just. Are we all on 3?
Yep.
Yep.
Is this one going to be a little harder, or is this just going to be a... Oops, I had to restart.
I just did. I was over eager.
Yeah, after those last ones. Can't blame
Done.
you. What? Oh my gosh.
I don't want to.
Wow. Oh. Who's going to come in last? 8. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of coins.
So many.
7. Oh, come on, David. Come on. Come on. Dad! Dad! Oh, did I finish first?
Oh, just barely.
Just by not even a full second.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is the first. This has never happened.
Those were all really fast.
Yeah. That was probably the fastest challenge we've ever done.
Yeah.
In the history of challenges.
Usually there's one that takes a little longer, but.
Right. Never had 3 quick ones in a row. That was amazing. Let's see. Is Blue still winning? Yes. All right. Thinking of bumping up the jackpot, by the way. To give people a little more incentive to join.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was incentivized to get to 8,500 and unlock this version of.
Is that why Blue's winning?
So. Yeah, so I'm on the blue team. Well, and also, so level 8,500 is a 4x4.
Whoa,
by 13.
Jackpot.
And so when you get a coin on every single one of those cards, it's a lot of coins.
Wow. That's awesome. All right. Well, who wants to go? Caitlin, do you want to start us off with the fun Christmas facts?
So I had kind of a similar experience as Allison last week, where I was like, last night I was like, what am I going to use for my fun fact? And I was trying to look up, like, what is the origin of various Christmas things? And none of them were very interesting. I was like, why does Santa have 8 reindeer?
Oh.
Because the guy who wrote The Night Before Christmas made it so. There's no, it wasn't like he was, I think there was so it seems that the idea of Santa having a reindeer at least was a thing before then, but he was the one who made it 8 and who made it Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen and Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, right? He named them all. Wow, that was it.
That's impressive.
He just invented that, and then that became popular, and that was it. I was like, well, that's kind of, I don't think that's not very interesting. I mean, good for him, but not all that interesting in the long run. And then I was trying to look up if there were any interesting stories about various Christmas carols. And I was actually kind of surprised at how relatively recent a lot of the ones we think of as traditional carols, like Silent Night and Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and like these very traditional ones are actually mostly from the 1800s. So they're not all that old in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of that's a semi-fun fact. But officially my fun fact is about snow.
Cool.
Okay.
And it turns out that there is an official definition for what makes a white Christmas. And it varies from place to place. So in the US, if there is at least 1 inch of snow on the ground at 7 a.m. local time on Christmas Day.
7 a.m.
It is 7 a.m. It is officially a white Christmas.
Wow. Okay.
Canada is basically the same, except they say 2 centimeters instead of 1 inch, which is a little bit less, but pretty close. But in the UK, where they're like, you can bet on anything there. It's very like, I don't know if you know about this, that they have this very, I don't know, deep betting. You can odds makers for anything, so people will bet on like what the name of the new royal baby is going to be, or, like random, just anything. So people will bet on whether or not there's going to be a white Christmas.
So then you definitely have to have an official definition.
Yeah. So they have defined a white Christmas as snow falling at any point on Christmas Day. Doesn't matter if it sticks. Doesn't matter if it fell on Christmas Eve and is on the ground. It only counts if it actually falls in some amount, any tiny amount, on Christmas Day.
What if someone sees one flake?
Supposedly that counts.
Oh my God.
Supposedly. But how would you, I don't know how you would verify that.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Anyway. So,
I like that definition best because I think of a white Christmas as actually snowing.
Yeah, but if there's snow on the ground, I feel like that counts.
Yeah, if you can see sleigh tracks on your roof, it counts.
Okay.
Or reindeer hoof prints.
Okay. I suppose that makes sense.
The house I lived in as a little kid, we didn't have a fireplace and a chimney, and so my parents told me that Santa and the reindeer landed on the back deck instead of the roof, and he just came in the back door. And so I always put out, in addition to milk and cookies for Santa, I put out a bowl of oatmeal for the reindeer.
Nice.
Oh, that's great. Did it disappear overnight?
I think so.
Okay.
Or at least it looked like it had some bites taken out of it.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. I also, this place where I lived as a kid, we didn't get snow every winter, and if we did, it would be usually in January or February. But one year it snowed on December 20th or something, and I was so excited because we were going to have a white Christmas because it snowed, and then it got cold, and so the snow stuck around, and then it melted on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
and I was
come on.
so mad. I was so disappointed that we weren't going to really have a white Christmas. Yeah.
You'd think, I know, I was telling Allison yesterday about my old Christmases in Seattle, which you might be surprised if you're not from around there. I know I was surprised that being so far north, it doesn't get snow.
And near the mountains.
Yeah. So it's just a little weird thing in there between the ocean and the mountains, a little area there that doesn't get snow. So we did not have many white Christmases at all. Rarely got snow, but every Christmas we'd go down to the Bellevue Square Mall, and there would be an entire. What's that? You've been there? Okay.
Yep.
So the entire street would be blocked off, and they'd have a marching band with everybody dressed up as toy soldiers, playing drums like the Drummer Boy song, and they would march, and then they had at each light pole they had a stand they would walk up on until they were all the way up and down the whole street drumming away, and then they would turn on the snow from the rooftops, and we'd have fake snow coming down. So it was always packed. It was a lot of fun, but it was soap bubbles, but it looked like snow, kind of, if you squinted. So, yeah. Anyway, that was my white Christmas in Seattle. So.
And one other white Christmas thing. So the Southern Hemisphere, it's, summertime now. And so Australia doesn't really ever get white Christmases. But one year, I think it was 2011, in Melbourne, they had hail on Christmas to the extent that it actually accumulated and it looked like a white Christmas.
Wow. That's super cool. Is that in recent history?
2011.
I think it was 2011.
2011, okay. Yeah. Wow. Very cool. So, Allison, I know you had actually she gave me a hint about what her fun fact was, and it actually popped up during yours, Caitlin.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Two things popped up, Caitlin, because I realized I totally forgot what my fun fact should have been. I used to give a walking tour of the Chelsea neighborhood of New York, and that's where Clement Clark Moore's estate was basically all of Chelsea, and he wrote "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So I had a lot in my brain that I didn't pull out. So I feel a little silly about that, but anyway.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You never pointed that out. I tried to go on her tour through Chelsea, but she apparently left out a lot of things, and also threw in a fake.
I only told you about the things that I thought would interest you, aka the snacks that were invented there.
Yes. She threw me a fake. She told me we were going to go see the world's smallest park.
That wasn't in Chelsea. That's not in Chelsea.
Oh, okay. But it was on your tour.
No, it wasn't.
What?
No.
I thought the world's smallest park was in Portland.
It's not technically a park.
That's the gotcha.
It's public land.
I looked it up. It's
it's a plaque.
But it is public. It is public property, not owned by the city in New York.
Yeah.
And it is just big enough to get your feet on.
Yeah.
It's a triangle about the size of your foot.
Yeah.
So it is cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
And that's a fun story. We should tell that story sometime. Like, it was a dispute between property owner and the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were upset.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Well, the preview for another time.
Yes.
So I wanted to look up the history of leaving milk and cookies out for Santa.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I looked up. And so there are lots of origin stories, so I'm just going to give you a couple of them. One is, which I find kind of the most counterintuitive, I guess, is that the tradition actually started during the Great Depression in the 1930s, that parents were trying to teach their children that it was important to show gratitude for what they got and to have kind of this reciprocal giving, that you weren't just in a position to receive, even when it came to somebody like Santa. But I can't imagine people having extra milk and cookies during this time, or being able to, not waste that, but like Santa understands economic hardship. So, that's interesting in that,
But they didn't go to waste, right? They got eaten.
They did get eaten, yes, but I'm not sure they always got presents in return during the Great Depression.
Okay, so Santa was just like coming to eat the cookies and leaving.
Like spreading holiday cheer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so that's one of the potential origin stories. One of the other ones actually relates to Christmas stockings, which I hadn't heard this before. That originally Christmas stockings were where you left the gifts for Santa.
Well, that makes sense.
And he collected them when he came through the fireplace, like the gifts from the stockings for him, and then slowly over time they evolved into presents for the family and not for Santa.
Where he would replace his gifts with other things.
Yeah. So that one I thought was kind of.
That makes a lot of sense, because then you get the lump of coal in the stocking. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
So he would take stuff out of the stocking and put in a lump of coal if you were bad.
Yeah, he's not going to be bribed if you were on the naughty list. He's not going to fall into that trap.
Okay. How old was that?
Isn't it?
I think that's the one immediately prior to the Great Depression tradition.
Okay.
Not to derail this a little bit, isn't it part of the tradition in certain countries that you put out, it's like shoes for Santa instead of stockings? I think that's like the Netherlands or some of the Nordic countries or something.
Yes. So it happens, hold on, I have this information. Let me go to that part of my notes.
Okay.
It happens in France, where they, in France, Santa uses a donkey named Guy. His reindeer don't travel in France. So children fill their shoes with hay and carrots.
For Guy.
For Guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And in Scandinavian countries, Santa uses horses
Oh.
And apparently that he does that as a tradition because one of the potential origins...
No sleigh? Or still a sleigh?
Still a sleigh.
Okay.
But one of the potential origins of leaving milk and cookies out for Santa has to do with Norse mythology. So people felt that you could attract Odin to your house to bring good fortune and good luck by kind of luring his horse. If you left treats out for him. And then I just thought it was interesting that, we're, in America, it's milk and cookies. I did learn that Oreos and chocolate chip cookies are the most popular cookies to leave out for Santa.
Really?
Yeah.
I always leave out sugar cookies because that's kind of like my go-to Christmas cookie.
Yeah.
I would probably leave ginger snaps or something, but yeah.
Yeah. So, people...
That seems really Christmassy to me.
It does, yeah. But in England and Australia, people leave out mince pies for Santa. In Sweden, you leave out rice porridge.
Mince pie? I don't even know what a mince pie is.
It's like a small fruit pie.
Okay.
I know you've seen one on Great British Bake Off.
Mincemeat.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't had that since I was a kid. I haven't even heard that term.
But is it meat pie or is it?
No, I don't know why it's called mincemeat.
They do cover this in an episode of Great British Bake Off. It started originally as having both meat and dried fruit in it, and slowly over time, dried fruit completely supplanted having both meat and fruit.
I see.
But it's
so now it's just fruit. Yeah.
Mincemeat pie.
Yeah.
With no meat.
Exactly.
The meatless mincemeat.
Yes.
Okay. Learned so much on this show.
Yeah. I read that in Ireland they leave out Guinness and cookies for Santa. I don't know if that's just a weird stereotype that's included in this article or an actual real thing. And
I mean, Santa would be like real drunk.
Well, apparently they leave wine for him in France.
A while.
So I don't know if the donkey drinks some of the wine or what's going on. But I just thought it was cute that there are so many different traditions of what Santa and his reindeer / horses / donkey get on Christmas Eve.
They're not as old as I thought. Early 1900s.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize these traditions don't go back too far.
Well, one of the other things I looked up, because you were asking me about it the other day, were Advent calendars.
Oh, yeah.
And Advent calendars are also, there were a few versions of it in the late 1800s, but that's also 19th century. I feel like a lot of our traditions are pretty recent.
Wow. Christmas is very 1900s.
Yeah. Well, our modern
definitely
traditions.
The commercialization parts of it. Yeah.
Wow. I did not realize that. These things I don't even consider commercialization, like leaving milk and cookies, stockings. Well, I guess those are pretty commercial.
Stockings you're trying to get gifts. I mean, that doesn't get much more commercial than that.
Yeah.
That's true.
You tried to make it non-commercial, though. You tried to hang up your own sock, and I just wouldn't let you.
Oh.
I do have a stocking now.
Yep.
An official stocking.
Nice. Good.
I was supposed to pick it out, but I waited too long, and yeah, I got this one.
Hey, he was given a week and a half in which he didn't do it, and then he was given 4 options to select from.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was fair.
You were very fair to him.
Yeah, it's a good. I like it. It's a nice stocking. It's it's green and navy blue and red and white and.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe that.
It's a Fair Isle knit.
Wow.
Ooh.
I never even heard that word before.
Yeah.
But okay, I've got a Fair Isle knit stocking now.
It's 2 words. Fair, space, Isle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like feral, but Fair Isle. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
Feral.
This is what I work with. I try.
Yeah, and it's my first time seeing stocking holders.
Yeah.
We never had stocking holders. We just put them up the hard way. Yeah, a little hook with a weight on it.
Stocking holders. I don't have anywhere to. We don't really have anywhere to hang our stockings. I just put them on the back of the dining room chair. Where there's the corner piece. You just flip it on that because we don't have a fireplace, so there's really know where
Yeah,
to
we
put
don't
them.
either. We have the radiator, but they're
Yeah,
hanging.
maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
No, they're hanging from the bookshelf.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, it looks pretty nice. The bookshelf. Books are color sorted by color.
Yeah,
So.
I'm one of those people now because I watch too many episodes of The Home Edit on
Yes.
Netflix. But that's okay.
Yes, this place is really coming together. We actually have space now to leave a puzzle out.
Yeah.
So we finished a puzzle.
And
That was fun.
Yeah, we're gonna start a new one today. David's afraid of it because
Yeah,
it's 1,000 piece.
twice as many pieces, which means
Oh,
like
1,000, whatever.
10 times
It's not
as
even
hard.
worth doing if it's not 1,000 pieces.
What are you talking about? The 500 was fun. I could put it together in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Without a lot of trouble.
I mean, we're very puzzle-minded people in this house.
Oh, so you do the big ones.
We do the 1,000 piece. We did a 1,500 piece
Oh my
one
gosh.
once or twice.
Oh
Maybe
my
there
gosh.
were two of them. I think there were two of them, and that was a bit much. But 1,000 pieces is good. Like we can. So the other thing, I have a tradition going back to when I was a little kid that we would always do a puzzle on Christmas Eve. So like that was something that my dad and I would do while my mom was cooking, basically.
You
Sorry,
can put
Mom.
1,000-piece puzzles together while dinner's being prepared? That's incredible.
Well, I mean, we would start at like
Okay.
10 or 11 in the morning. So we'd start in the morning and go all day. Sometimes we'd be done by dinner time. Sometimes we'd have to finish it in the evening. So we would do 500 pieces when I was younger. And then once I got to be a teenager, so then we were doing 1,000 pieces. And so now I have brought this tradition into my adult life. And now we do it. We do a 1,000-piece puzzle.
That's a great
on Christmas Eve. Yeah.
It's a great tradition.
Yeah.
My mom's a huge puzzler, and we have family reunions from time to time, and my mom's always got a puzzle out, and it attracts people, and nobody can walk by a puzzle without trying to put in a piece or two. So
I'm like, if there's a puzzle available, I am going to be doing it. So
Yes.
if there was a puzzle at a family reunion, if you wanted to talk to me, you would have to come over to the puzzle. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
It is very hard for me to leave a puzzle alone.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the popular table. It's like
Yeah.
that's the place where the cool people hang out. It's just something magnetic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, is there anything else?
Yes.
What?
In the new year, David is thinking about switching the platform that
Oh,
we have
yes.
the stream on.
Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
So, yeah, love to get some feedback. But I'm thinking about trying out Twitch for a while. Just because I think most people who are interested in listening to or watching a game watch it on Twitch, and YouTube's not really. I don't know. It's not really the kind of videos that people tend to watch on YouTube, I think. So, thinking about switching over there. The downside is those videos only stay for 14 days. So I've been thinking hard about that because I'm a pack rat, and I love to save things in case, when I'm 80 in my rocking chair, maybe I want to go back and relive the Match Solitaire Saturday live stream. You never know.
You don't know.
And if I put it on Twitch, it won't be there. So, but on the other hand,
Well, I think
yeah.
some people who are, who do a lot of streaming on Twitch, they will then archive it on YouTube.
Oh, I have to figure out how to do that.
I think there is a way to do that.
Okay. If there's a way if there's a way I can have the best of both worlds, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping to, sometimes people just go to Twitch to see what's on live, and I'd like to be in the mix.
Yeah. So it might be more easily findable.
Yeah, that's what I'm
on
hoping.
Twitch is what you're thinking. Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
yeah, I think we'll try that in the new year, and we'll give it a go and see if it's I don't know, if it attracts more viewers there. Was there anything else?
Well, no, I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, it's looking like a beautiful day outside. Looking forward to going for a walk
Yep.
I hope you all find something fun to do today, and stay safe. Take care. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hold on, please, while I find some Christmas music to play. Here we go. Oh, I muted it.
Oh boy.
Turn the volume up. Some more Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I have no idea where this is going.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.